Have you ever found yourself in a heated argument, feeling anger bubble up ready to explode? Whether it's a disagreement at work, a fight with a loved one, or a fiery online debate, conflict is a universal experience. But what if there were a way to navigate these moments with calm and clarity instead of letting emotions take over? The ancient Stoics, masters of self-retreat and reason, offer timeless strategies for facing conflict with grace. Thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius taught us how to tackle challenges head-on, not with anger, but with wisdom and patience. In this video, you'll discover 13 powerful Stoic-inspired techniques to help you resolve conflicts, find inner peace, and build stronger relationships. These methods take effort, but the rewards, lasting solutions, emotional mastery, and personal growth are worth it. Ready to transform how you handle conflict? Hit subscribe and turn on notifications to explore life's challenges through the lens of Stoicism. True victory lies not in defeating others, but in mastering yourself. Number 1, delve into the depths of your adversity. Imagine standing by a raging river, its surface churning with intensity. A Stoic wouldn't dive in impulsively, but would pause, observing the deeper currents below. Similarly, when faced with conflict, resist the urge to react immediately. Instead, take a step back and try to understand what's really happening beneath the surface. As Epictetus said, it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. When tensions rise, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what does the other person truly want? What might be driving their actions? Are there fears or pressures influencing their behavior? Try to see the situation from their perspective, not to justify their actions, but to understand them. Most conflicts stem from deeper issues, unspoken fears, unmet needs, or past wounds. By uncovering these hidden layers, you can calm the turbulence, fostering understanding and paving the way for a more meaningful resolution. Number 2, choose your battles with wisdom. Life is full of disagreements, but not every conflict deserves your time and energy. The Stoics teach us to focus on what truly matters, letting go of minor disputes that drain our emotional resources. Imagine every disagreement as a potential battleground. A wise Stoic pauses to assess, is this worth my effort? Will it impact what truly matters, my values, health, or happiness? The key is to prioritize battles that align with your long-term goals and let the rest slide. Pause. Before acting, take a moment to breathe and think clearly before reacting. Often the heat of the moment magnifies trivial issues. Ask, does it matter? Reflect on whether this conflict affects your core values or is just a fleeting irritation. The power of silence. Sometimes the best response is none at all. Ignoring minor provocations can protect your peace and demonstrate self-retreat. Weigh the costs. Consider the emotional price of engaging in the conflict versus the potential benefits. Not every victory is worth the battle. By choosing your battles wisely, you conserve your energy for what truly matters and navigate life with greater focus and peace. True strength lies in knowing when to engage and when to let go. Number 3, speak with calm and clarity. Picture yourself facing conflict, not with weapons, but with words, prepared for clarity and calm. The Stoic approach encourages us to speak with purpose, not aggression, fostering a space for understanding and reducing tension. Instead of reacting impulsively, aim to express your concerns in a way that promotes constructive dialogue. Here are key elements of Stoic-inspired communication. Active listening. Focus entirely on what the other person is saying, both their words and body language. Avoid interrupting and show engagement through nodding and eye contact. This demonstrates respect and empathy. Simply paying attention has the potential to lead to greater knowledge. This demonstrates respect and empathy. Empathy, not agreement. Acknowledge the other person's feelings, even if you disagree. Simple statements like, I see this as important to you, can build rapport and ease defensiveness. Use I statements. Instead of accusing, express your own feelings with I statements. For example, I feel hurt when. This shifts the conversation from blame to shared understanding. Stay calm and assertive. Speak firmly, but not aggressively. Your goal is clarity, not to escalate tension. Maintain composure and focus on finding solutions, not on winning the argument. Collaborative problem solving. Frame your conversation around mutual goals. Start with questions like, how can we resolve this together? This approach encourages cooperation rather than competition. Remember, clear and calm communication is a skill, not an instinct. It takes practice, but with patience, even the toughest conversations become easier to navigate. Number 4, seek the shared path. Imagine two climbers scaling different peaks, yet as they ascend, their paths gradually merge, leading them to the same summit of understanding. This image beautifully illustrates the fourth Stoic principle, seeking shared ground. In a world full of disagreements, our immediate reaction is often to focus on differences, but the Stoic approach invites us to look deeper for the mutual interests and values that can guide us toward a common resolution. To embrace this Stoic approach, follow these steps. Shift from me to we. Reframe the conflict as a shared journey rather than a win-lose situation. Instead of asking, what do I want? Ask, what do we both want? This subtle shift can reveal common objectives that make the disagreement less about opposing sides and more about collaborating on changes. Look beneath the surface. Conflicts often arise from unspoken or unmet needs. Whether it's the need for respect, security, or validation, identifying these deeper needs can build empathy. By acknowledging what both parties truly seek, we can open the door to more compassionate solutions. Identify shared values. Beyond the surface-level dispute, what core values bind you? Is it honesty, fairness, or integrity? Recognizing these values as common ground can serve as a moral compass, helping you both make decisions that align with your shared principles. Celebrate small wins. Don't expect to resolve everything at once. Start with small areas of agreement, no matter how trivial they may seem. These tiny victories will help build trust and create momentum for tackling more significant issues later on. Be patient. Finding common ground takes time and effort. Be patient with the process and with each other. Acknowledge the progress made, even if it's small, and accept that some disagreements may require ongoing dialogue. Remember, the goal is not to win the argument, but to walk together toward a shared understanding. So help us all rise, and let's move together toward a shared understanding. By focusing on what unites us rather than what divides us, we can create solutions that bring lasting peace and cooperation. Number 5, appeal to their inner values. Imagine standing before a mighty oak tree. Changing its direction requires subtle forces, not brute strength. Similarly, Stoicism teaches us to appeal to someone's core values rather than confront their ego. By aligning with their principles, you foster lasting solutions that resonate deeply. Here's how. Understand their values. Observe what drives them: honesty, fairness, duty. This helps you craft an argument that speaks to what matters most to them. Find common ground. Look for shared values, even if the issue seems different. These commonalities create a foundation for understanding. Speak their language. Express your ideas in terms that align with their beliefs and concerns. Without manipulation, show don't tell. Demonstrate how your solution reflects their values through examples or actions. Respect their perspective. Approach the conversation with empathy. Your goal is cooperation, not dominance. By appealing to their core values, you guide them towards solutions they can genuinely support, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Number 6, using humor wisely in conflict resolution. Picture yourself on a tightrope, balancing over a deep gap. A misstep could plunge you into trouble, but humor can act as a balancing pole, helping you navigate the situation. Humor, when used thoughtfully, can diffuse tension and open up space for understanding. However, it requires care. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca noted, humor is delicate. What starts as a joke can quickly turn into an insult. Here's how to use humor effectively in conflicts. Know your audience. Humor isn't universal. Understand your opponent's personality and what they find funny. Avoid sensitive topics that could backfire. Aim for shared joy. The goal is to create a lighthearted connection, not to mock or belittle. Self-deprecating humor often works best as it shows humility and disarms tension. Timing matters. Assess the emotional climate before introducing humor. If things are still heated, wait until the tension subsides. Avoid insults and sarcasm. Keep humor kind and inclusive. Steer clear of anything that could be seen as mocking or offensive. Humor isn't a solution. While humor can ease tension, it shouldn't replace honest communication. Use it sparingly to create a lighter atmosphere, not as a quick fix for deeper issues. When used correctly, humor can build rapport and create a more relaxed environment for resolving conflict. Like a tightrope walker, it's a tool for balance, not a crutch. The right joke at the right time can transform a tense situation into an opportunity for resolution and mutual understanding. Number 7, offer empathy. Imagine standing on a rocky mountain trail looking across a chasm at a climber filled with frustration. Rather than shouting across the divide, the Stoic response would be to step down, close the gap, and extend a hand of understanding. This embodies the Stoic practice of empathy, seeing through the other person's eyes and acknowledging their experience. To use empathy effectively in conflict, shift your perspective. Focus on their feelings, not just your own. Understand what might be driving their emotions, insecurities, past experiences, or fears. This will help you see the situation from their reality. Listen and beyond words. Pay attention to body language, tone, and expressions. Often, the emotions they're trying to communicate go beyond the words they use. Acknowledge their emotions. Let them know you see and understand their frustration. Phrases like, "I can see why this is upsetting," can reduce defensiveness and create connection. Identify the root cause. Often, anger masks deeper emotions like pain or fear. By recognizing the core issue, you can address the real problem, not just the surface-level disagreement. Don't confuse empathy with agreement. Empathy isn't about endorsing their actions, it's about validating their feelings. You can disagree while still offering understanding. By practicing empathy, you create a bridge for understanding, even in the midst of conflict. It opens the door to meaningful dialogue where resolution can be found, not through domination, but through connection. Number 8, embrace the art of compromise. Picture yourself standing before a towering oak, its branches strong and rigid against the wind. Attempting to force the tree to bend could harm both it and you. The Stoic solution lies in understanding the art of compromise, flexibility, adaptation, and peaceful coexistence. Rather than clinging to rigid demands, Stoic philosophy teaches us to embrace the flow of life and find balance. As Epictetus wisely said, "Seek not to have things happen as you wish, but rather wish them to happen as they do, and you will live a tranquil life." Here's how to practice this Stoic approach to compromise. Shift from me to we. View the conflict as an opportunity to collaborate, not compete. The goal should be to craft a solution that addresses both parties' needs, not to emerge victorious over the other. This collaborative mindset fosters innovative solutions and mutual respect. Identify shared goals. Even in conflict, you likely share common values or long-term objectives, such as fairness or peace. Recognizing these similarities allows for a smoother path toward agreement. Know what matters most, determine what's truly essential, and be willing to let go of less important details. Compromise doesn't mean sacrificing everything, it means focusing on what truly matters and being flexible on the rest. Aim for win-win. Instead of demanding a total victory, look for solutions where both sides feel heard and their needs are met, even if only partially. This approach fosters a sense of fairness and reduces conflict. Stay open and adaptable. Compromise is not a one-time deal. Be prepared to revisit agreements if circumstances change. Ongoing communication and flexibility ensure that the resolution remains effective over time. Mastering compromise isn't about giving up your values, but about demonstrating strength in flexibility. Just like the oak in the wind, learning to bend and adapt leads to peaceful coexistence and harmonious outcomes. By embracing this Stoic strategy, you contribute to lasting solutions that benefit everyone involved. Number 9. Seek external aid without shame. Imagine yourself trapped in a dense thicket, branches twisting and blocking your way. No matter how hard you push forward, the path remains unreachable. This scenario mirrors being stuck in a dispute where communication fails and resolution feels impossible. But the Stoics remind us that we're not meant to navigate such challenges alone. C, the 9th Stoic tactic, encourages us to seek external help, not as a sign of weakness, but as a display of wisdom and determination. A neutral third party, like a mediator or counselor, can be the guide through the maze of conflict. They offer an impartial perspective and can help untangle emotional knots that obscure understanding. So, with their expertise, they provide a space for each side to be heard and valued, facilitating clearer communication and a more constructive atmosphere. Here's how external help can transform the conflict. Clarify emotional barriers. Strong emotions often cloud judgment, making communication difficult. A mediator can help calm the situation, allowing both sides to express themselves more clearly. Conclusion. Learn to tell the difference between the internal and external states. Bridge understanding gaps. Trained professionals are skilled in helping both parties see each other's viewpoints, fostering empathy and reducing defensiveness. This bridges the divide and promotes mutual respect. Guide towards solutions. Competent facilitators can steer the conversation towards constructive problem-solving, ensuring that all concerns are addressed and facilitating a collaborative resolution. Number 10, forgiveness. Imagine being weighed down by a heavy rock, its sharp edges cutting into you. This is the weight of resentment. Forgiveness is the key to releasing this burden and moving forward with peace. Forgiveness isn't about excusing someone's actions, but choosing to let go of the hurt they caused. As Seneca said, "He who is revengeful lives with an open wound." Forgiveness frees you, not the other person. Here's how to begin. Focus on yourself. Holding on to anger harms you more than anyone else. Choose peace and take control of your well-being. Change your perspective. Understand the other person's intentions, not to excuse them, but to reduce the emotional impact. Release. Don't forget. Forgiveness isn't forgetting, but letting go of the pain associated with the past. Practice regularly. Forgiveness is ongoing. Use mindfulness or journaling to help you release negativity. Forgive yourself. Extend forgiveness to yourself first. It's a gift you give to your own peace. Forgiveness is a strength that brings emotional freedom and peace. Let go of the past and step into a future of serenity. Number 11, growth from ashes. Of conflict, imagine. A phoenix rising stronger after the fire. This is the Stoic principle of using conflict as an opportunity for personal growth. Epictetus reminds us to focus on what we can control and accept what we can't. Here's how to transform conflict into growth. Shift your mindset. See conflict as a chance to learn and improve. Self-reflection. Understand why you reacted the way you did and explore underlying triggers. Take action. Turn insights into practical changes, like improving communication or emotional control. Seek guidance. Learn from mentors or trusted people for new perspectives. Be patient. Growth is gradual, so celebrate small wins. Number 12. Setting boundaries. Picture standing on a calm beach, only to feel your personal space invaded. Setting boundaries is the Stoic response to protect your peace. Epictetus reminds us that while we can't control others, we can control how we react. By establishing clear limits, we safeguard our well-being and nurture healthier relationships. Here's how to do it. Know your values. Identify what matters to you and what drains your energy or violates your space. Communicate clearly. Use assertive I statements to express your boundaries without ambiguity. Be consistent. Once boundaries are set, stay firm. Consistency earns respect and preserves your peace. Resistance. Not everyone will respect your boundaries, but stay calm and reaffirm your needs. Setting boundaries is a self-care practice, not selfishness. It helps you lead a life of peace, respect, and inner freedom. Number 13. Remember, you control your reactions, and imagine standing in the midst of a raging storm. While you can't control the storm, you can choose how you react. This analogy encapsulates the 13th Stoic principle. You control your responses, not external events. Epictetus reminds us that true strength lies in mastering our inner world, not trying to control the world around us. By focusing on how we react, we can maintain calm even in life's most intense moments. Here's how to practice this Stoic power. Recognize your triggers. Identify what sets off strong emotions. Being aware of these triggers is the first step in controlling your reactions. Pause and breathe. Take a moment to breathe before reacting. This space allows you to evaluate the situation and choose a measured response. Shift your perspective. How you interpret a situation often influences your reaction more than the event itself. Look for alternative viewpoints to help you reframe your response. Choose your reaction. Think before acting. Will reacting in anger help, or will a composed response allow you to navigate the situation better? Practice. Like any skill, controlling your reactions requires practice. By consciously choosing how to respond over time, you'll build emotional resilience. The key to this Stoic principle is not controlling the world, but mastering yourself. True strength lies in your ability to remain composed and at peace, no matter what storm surrounds you.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.